So explain what's going on.
Okay, so I am taking one of the dogs that we got from the Animal Rescue Corps puppy mill bust hoarding situation to her new foster home. Fostering is probably the most important thing that people can do for the rescue. We literally can't pull dogs or save dogs if we don't have places to put them. So she is going to go meet her foster family where she'll stay until she finds her forever home. My name is Bernice. I run Alive Rescue Memphis, a foster-based animal rescue in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm from Chicago. I lived there for about 10 years with my husband, and then we decided to move down to Memphis together, and I started the animal rescue. I went vegetarian when I was 13. I was that girl who would go fishing with my dad, and when he wasn't looking, throw all the fish back in the water. I loved animals from my very first ever pet, Cinnamon, a little hamster, to my first cats, to my dog Snoopy, who lived to be 18 years old. I've just always been more drawn to animals than I was people. I just knew that Memphis needed rescue. I know that there's not a whole lot. I had done a lot of research on Memphis Animal Services, the amount of stray animals on the streets, the spay and neuter laws being non-existent, and I knew that there had to be things from Chicago that had gone so successfully, so well, that I could bring them here and make a change. The stray dog population, it's very often that I'm driving to work or to the shelter or running errands and there's a dog on the side of the road. At least 70% of the time their owners never come forward, so it's easy to plan for coming to the shelter and pulling a dog because I have an open foster. It's not so easy to plan for I now have a new dog in my rescue with no foster backing and I'm not sure what to do. But we've managed to work it out. We've never left a dog at the shelter and we've never left a dog on the street. In my head, I will always be able to pull over and I will always pick those dogs up and try to find the best case scenario for them.
Taking defeat gracefully, treading soft on the soul.
So one thing a lot of people don't know about fostering is that we provide you with every single thing you need. So besides just getting the dog acclimated to knowing what it's like to live in a home, it gets people who haven't had dogs before acclimated to what it's like living with a dog, but without any sort of financial burden or hardships. All you really do is just open up your heart and your home and let the dog hang out with you and wait until it finds its forever home.
Rise up gently to float like a tide on
Good. This is hummus.
taking defeat gracefully,
When she warms up.
treading soft on the soul.
Her little tail's going.
And you won't make the same mistakes as me.
Honestly, I first started seeing hummus on Facebook, and it was one of those things that she just seemed perfect. She just fit with the family perfectly. Another huge reason I wanted to foster is because two of my kids were actually adopted. My youngest son was supposed to be a foster, and it just turned into he was just part of our family. Another thing is it's Christmas is coming up, and I cannot stand the thought of her not having at least a temporary home for now. All three of my kids have gone through so much in their very short amount of time in their lives, and for them to be able to see a rescue dog come into our home, I want them to be able to grow up with that experience of seeing somebody that needed a home and then taking it in, and loving her as part of our family. I think it'll help give them perspective too on sort of how we felt about them.
Hi. You're welcome. Exactly. Every adoption to me is important, but there are those that when you look at the original pictures and you look at the adoptive photos, you forget how far they've come, and I couldn't do that without fosters, and I certainly couldn't do that without the backing of Memphis. So it's a pat on the back for me. It makes me want to keep moving forward.